Good morning. Welcome to another edition of Take 5. It's August 4th, 2011, and I am in a little different spot in my apartment. Got you a little different angle here today. I'm on my love seat. Just bought a love seat a couple days ago, hopefully. We'll be putting some young lady on this seat one day. But for today, it's just you and me. And we're in Mark chapter 4. Verse 30. We've got another parable today. And he said, what can we compare the kingdom of God? Or what parable shall we use for it? It is like a grain of mustard seed, which when sown on the ground is the smallest of all the seeds on earth. Yet when it is sown, it grows up and becomes larger than all the garden plants and puts out large branches so that the birds of the air can make nests in its shade. With many such parables he spoke the word to them as they were able to hear it. He did not speak to them without a parable, but privately to his own disciples he explained everything. Now, the Greek word parable simply means to lay alongside of. And what Jesus would do is he would take something from the physical world that they understood and lay it alongside a spiritual truth so they could understand the spiritual truth. And every good teacher uses analogies, parables, similes, metaphors, things like that. And Jesus was the best teacher of all time, so he used a lot of parables, and at least during this time it says that everything he taught was in the form of parables. So what's the idea behind this one? He says the kingdom of heaven, kingdom of God's like a little teeny tiny mustard seed. It's the smallest seed, but it grows and it gets big. It says the birds of the air rest in its shade. They build little nests in its shade and its branches there. And I think simply the point is that the kingdom of God starts small. It starts as a word that is shared. It starts one person talking to one other person. It talks as something born in your heart, and yet as you share and as the other people share, it grows and grows and it gets big, and it's actually now worldwide. And so the birds of the air, I think, just refer to all different kinds of people make their home there. There's room for everybody is the idea there, and there's rest. Isn't rest a good thing? You can come make your home and rest in its shade. There's rest in the kingdom of heaven. If you're in a church that's oppressive, or you feel a lot of pressure all the time and you don't feel the rest, there's something out of balance there. Yes, we are supposed to work for the Lord, and we want to do that, but it should come out of a heart that's grateful for what he's done for us, not because somebody's beating us over the head or trying to force us to do things. There's a right balance there, and there's scriptures that talk about working and serving the Lord. But it should be a place of rest, a place you can make your home, a place you want to be. But remember, it starts very small. So don't get too worried if it looks like maybe what's going on in your life is really small. Maybe you're part of a small group, or maybe you feel like it's just you at your school or at your job or something like that. God can use something really small. Maybe your faith is really small. He can use that. He can take small things and make them really, really big. That's what God's in the business of. He's in the business of multiplying and magnifying. So don't get discouraged. And that's what the kingdom of God is like. Alright, I think that's about all he's saying. Hey, come back tomorrow. We're done with parables for a little while at least. Come back tomorrow. We got a miracle. So go from parables to miracles. Mark's just like bing, 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 bing. Just go, 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 go. It's a great gospel. On the next edition of Take 5.